Welcome to the series Beginner's Guide to Makeup. Today is episode 5 where we'll be talking about color correcting. And for color correcting, you would need either a palette like this which has all the color correcting shades. That is for redness, you have the green, for dark circles you have the orange, you have brown for, and these are all concealer shades, right? You also have a palette from MAC where you have yellow for purple, you have peach for lighter under eye circles, not as deep as mine, or you could also have a color specific color corrector. This is from Huda Beauty. Now, why would you need a color corrector? If you simply apply your concealer where there are color patches, or there's reds from acne, there's dark circles, then it would look ashy. I'm sure you all would have faced a similar issue where you used a concealer, where you used a foundation as normal, but it did not turn out proper. That's because you were not color correcting. Now, what I will do in today's episode is walk you through 2 ways where you can color correct. Like I mentioned, this is a palette. This is not very pricey at all. It is a very good budget. This is a bit pricey, and if you do not have any color correcting palette, don't invest. You can, for deeper circles like mine, you can have a red lipstick where you can use a red lipstick. For lighter dark circles, you can use a peach pink lipstick and it will do the trick. So let me quickly use a palette and for one eye, and I'll use my red lipstick for the other eye. What I need to do is take the orange shade, because my circles are quite dark, and just apply where it is dark. I do not need to apply very near the roots, just near the circles. Tap it gently, and it is here also. So I either go, if it is lighter, I can go with a darker shade. I don't need to take the orange color corrector. So here I've used 2 shades. One, a deep brown for where it's a bit lighter, and orange where it's quite dark. Okay, and on the other eye, I will use my red lipstick. It's not a pure red, but it will do the trick. All I need to do is pat it where there is discoloration, right? Where not across the entire under eye area, only where it is discoloration. What I will then do is let it sit for some time. However, and then you can go with your regular concealer, but not a brightening concealer. That we will cover in the next episode when we are using concealers. For color correcting and making it regular, you need to ensure the concealer shade you use is exact match of your foundation, because it should be in continuation with your foundation or your BB tint or your skin tint. So you will use a concealer that is close to your skin tone, or you could also use the concealer shades in the palette. There are quite a lot of concealer shades for all skin tones, and you will simply take the right concealer shade and tap it on top of the color corrector. Do not drag, because that will remove the color corrector. It will smudge it and it will spread it across the entire area. So as you can see, the under eye area is now perfect. It matches the rest of the face. I do not have dark circles anymore. I repeat the same. So this was with orange and dark brown, and this is the lipstick. So I'll show you how even a lipstick will work in a pinch. Simply dab, tap, 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 tap. Okay. There it is. And we are done. What you then need to do is let it sit for a few minutes. Do not immediately go with your setting powder. We will cover the next step in next episode. What we will basically do is, we have now concealed the under eye area. We will then apply a brightening concealer, and I have put on my makeup before I would apply the brightening concealer, because once I apply a brightening concealer now, it will bring the whole look together. If I apply the concealer and then my bronzer and my blush, it might look patchy. So now it will look very put together once I apply the concealer on top of this. So there are two ways. One, you can use a setting powder now and then the regular concealer, or you can put the concealer and then finally use the setting powder just once. It's either way, both ways work fine. There's hardly any difference. It's a personal preference. So this is it. You will use a color corrector to conceal your dark circles. You can use palettes. You can, if you're sure that your dark circles do not vary. Sometimes they are too dark, sometimes they are too light. You can just buy a single color corrector. But if you feel that with the seasons of the year, your under eye area changes, or if you've not slept a lot, or if you're missing on your sleep, you're disturbed, your hormonal cycles are disturbed, your dark circles change, then the best bet is using a color corrector palette. Either ways, it will conceal your under eye area quite well, and then your makeup will look a lot more put together. So this is how to use a color corrector. You could also use your color corrector on your acne spots or any blemishes, especially around the mouth area where you have discoloration. You could use a darker color of the color corrector. You could use the orange if it is too deep. So essentially, it is not just for your under eye area. You could use it wherever there is a discoloration. There it is. I hope this was helpful. Hope you have a nice day.